So yeah, this row number no we will use in our recursive function. I will tell you why we require. If we will use bus id, it will not able to we will not be able to solve this question. So that I will tell you why it is required. Okay. So uh remaining people also, if you see here, previously it will not be 0 because if you add here this one 0 plus 1 or 0 plus whatever 2 plus 0, but capacity is 1, so 2 minus 1. Previously if you see it should be 0. Okay. So now we will consider 1 because in this particular row we have only 1% remaining. Go to this thing, uh, second thing, how many number of persons? 0 plus 1, add it here. Okay. This should be 10, so 0 people are remaining again here. So how many person? 3 plus 0, range is 4, not 4. How many people? 2 capacity, 1%. Okay. So like this we can do this one. I hope this is clear.
Yeah, Varun.
So first we need to prepare this thing, start time, end time. Okay. So how we will what how we will do this one? Just see, select. So in this one we will take all the column right now from buses. Now okay, we'll write one by one because we need to change arrival time as the end day time. That's why bus id, arrival time, end time. Yes. So how we will bring this thing? 0. So basically, if you see here carefully, whatever the ending time we are bringing in the next. Okay. So you can consider here can be one empty row, or maybe nothing is there, or 0 it should be there. Then we will bring it. But how we will bring the in SQL? So if you want to suppose there is 1, 2, 3, and we want data like this, no, whatever the in current row we want the bring the value of previous value of this particular column. We should use lag. Hope you know that. Okay. And if we want to bring suppose 2, 3, we want to bring here this current value, this is the current row, and you want to bring next row of value in this here, this position, you should use lead. Okay. So in this one, like this we want, so we'll use lag. So um, lag, which column you want to bring?
Yeah,
So
Varun.
hello.
Yeah, Varun.
Yeah. So in lag, you कहाँ तक हो गया था हमारा?
नहीं, आई वॉज विथ यू, मतलब आपके साथ ही था मैं.
So we are just creating this column. Basically ये वाला column create कर रहा है. Okay.
Yeah.
So in this lag किसकी वैल्यू यहाँ पे लानी है, अराइवल टाइम की लानी है ना, बिकॉज तो इस
Yeah, arrival time.
तो कितने स्टेप से इंक्रीज होना है, वन स्टेप से इंक्रीज होना है। तो इफ यू सी ये ये रो है, फिर ये रो है, सपोज ये वाली करंट रो है, तो हमको इस रो का डेटा चाहिए। ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि जैसे सपोज करो ये वाली रो है, हमको इसका डेटा नहीं चाहिए ना, इसका चाहिए। अगर इसका चाहिए होता तो स्टेप टू मतलब 2 से इंक्रीमेंट होता। ठीक है? यहाँ पे जिस कॉलम की वैल्यू चाहिए वो ले। और ये जो थर्ड वाला कॉलम है ना, वो क्या बोलता है, अगर तुम यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं लिखोगे तो नल देगा। ठीक, बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट सीखो। तो यहाँ पे अगर तुम मेंशन कर दो कि मेरे को डिफ़ॉल्ट वैल्यू ये चाहिए, अगर कुछ भी नहीं मिलता है, तो अगर तुम इसके केस में देखोगे, इसके ऊपर वाले रिकॉर्ड में कुछ भी नहीं है ना। चलो, अगर तुम देखोगे तो इसके ऊपर कुछ नहीं है। ओके, नथिंग इज है, तो ये नल देगा। तो नल से अच्छा है हम यहाँ पे जीरो दे देना हमको, क्योंकि जीरो चाहिए
Yeah.
होता है, जीरो जीरो दे देता है। जीरो ओवर बाई। ओके, अब यहाँ पे हम पार्टीशन नहीं करेंगे, जो हम यहाँ पे रो नंबर जैसे ही करेंगे, कि जैसे रो नंबर जनरेट कर रहे थे वैसे ही करेंगे। ठीक? बस यहाँ पे अगर तुम पार्टीशन करने लग जाओगे, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि मल्टीपल बसेज आ रही है, इसलिए पार्टीशन की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है। ठीक? तो ऑर्डर बाय एंड अराइवल टाइम should be start time. If I run this, okay, come, yeah, if you see bus ID 0 and time 1 capacity 2 capacity. Okay, we have just generated that range. Now we will create this dt, write it range as uh, now what we need to do, the second step, we need to create the number of passenger. Now number of passenger, how we will do, select, just write dt range, because this is a this detail is regarding the bus, but number of passenger will come from passenger table. Okay, so here we will use left join. Okay, so yeah, can you tell me why we will use the left join? Okay, so so left join, if you see carefully, if no passenger is there, if you see in this case also, between 4 and there is no passenger. Okay, so in that case we are not taking left, then it will not come that thing. It should come 0 or maybe null, but that this thing the record should come basically. That's why we are taking left join. The, here we will give this passengers. Now we so we have created the start time and time. So we what we will do, the R and start time. should be whatever the passenger should be between this start and end time, travel time and start time and time. So if you remember, we are not including the start time, and but we are including end time. So we will take all the columns from this table CT range. Now coming to this thing, so we'll count. We need to give here the condition, the same condition, and it should count only if the this thing, if passenger is arriving between this time. Okay, so if you see this case, nobody coming in between this time 2 or 4, nobody is coming. Okay, so if we are not giving, it will count as a 1. Okay, if we are not giving this condition, it will consider as a 1 record, no. So we should give this condition 1. No, we should give this condition, then it will count 1. Otherwise, if we are not giving, by default it will the 0. Will passenger shirts when we close this one, select cr count where. Okay, yeah, we are using count, then we need to give by also. We need to give all the columns. Let's see. So bus ID will give start time, all the column we are giving as this. Okay, so the part. So you can see 0, 2, 3. Yeah, I think you can see this is a shuffle. Now bus ID will work because it is an incremental. So yeah, you can see actual passenger 2. So whatever we have come, it is coming from here, matching basically. So 203. We, if you remember, we need to generate the row number also. So we'll quickly generate the row number. Order by arrival time. So here arrival time we have converted into end time, so we'll use end time. Here we'll write row number and run it. So yeah, we got that row number also. Yes, it will, this we will make it as a CT. So you see we got this thing till now. So do you have any questions Saraf till now? Hello. Okay, then now coming the interesting part. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, so I was mentioning that now this is the interesting. So let me down again. Start time is 0 to 4 and time 2 4 7 capacity 10 your number is 1 2. Now number of remaining people 1 0. So we will use here uh, recursive city, you can say. So recursive is like whatever for loop you are doing, inside loop whatever you're doing, like that you are doing repeatedly, you are doing something. So suppose this is our first row, because if you see we want this remaining in next line, and 2 plus 1 we want 3. if you if you will tell me like we can do the lag thing here, but if you will do the lag, this part is dynamic. It will check with this condition, then we'll get the remaining. So if you do the lag, first time it will come 1 0 and then 1. Okay, suppose in case now if you run one by one, okay, lag, suppose you are targeting this row, and if you apply lag, so what will you get in first row? 0. In this one, second row, this value will come here, this value will come here. Okay, so this is the at a time it is running. But what we need to do, whatever after doing this one, suppose you are running right now, you are in this row, and after whatever the calculation we have done, that latest value we want it here, not 0. Suppose uh, previously here it was 0, that's why it is coming 0 here, but after doing some calculation, suppose we will get it 2, so this 2 will not come here. That's why we need to use the recursive. So see here, here is 1. Okay, if you see previously will not be the not sorry, 1 will be the for remaining row. So here should be for previous row, there is no previous row, then we will use 0 here. So 2 plus 0. Okay. And yeah, like we will compare this a capacity. So what we can do here, this first row we will create as a one temporary table. Okay, so you can consider then 1. So this one you can consider as a base table, and till this we have already got the city. Okay. This one also will got from the city only, but we'll create as a separate table because in recursive they should be base table, and we'll use this as a this one, or maybe you want the joining condition or something. So yeah, so this will row come here. We will use base table. Okay, so right now, so as I was telling, row number will use it here. Okay, so okay, let me write it first, that code, and tell you. Okay, let's just select. So in Postgres, since we are using Postgres, we need to write it recursive here. Select okay, select a strict list. Okay, so to remember, we are we are taking the least, whatever that thing, between capacity and number of passenger. So right now we will do this one, least fill passenger. Fill passenger is same thing. So we are seeing number of from. We just want the first row because we want to create base row, base table. Okay, so that's why we are taking only first row. So base row, always we need some base record. So this first row will always consider this one. So in recursive, this is the first criteria, and second criteria it is there should be termination condition, otherwise it will run it. Okay, infinite time. So this is a base table, and with base table, maybe you are doing joining with the base table, some condition. Okay. But right now we want this base joining. What we'll do, union on select city. This is a syntax, like this is, they have created the table. Now you can refer this table it. Okay, this is the syntax. So basically, now you can consider this is the one table. We have created one base table, that is CTE2. In CTE2, what we got, 2, 4, 10, whatever we got, first row of this table, 2, 1. Okay. So if you compare this one, this is your main table and this is your base table. So now you compare with this one. So how we will compare, and what will be the termination condition? So suppose there is 3 record, 1, 2, 3, in which we got the first recorded here. We want this 2. So I will do so whatever the, so that's why we took the row number, no? Here we took the first row. Okay, if you take the bus ID, the bus ID, as I was telling, that can be 356. It will not be proper, right? 356. How it will take it, will like which bus will give that sometime bus. In between something or as just take the row number, right? Union or this say here so here base plus join with city is this one. So since we have good number of base table and so right now we got this first record, so we don't require it. Now we want this two record. So what is the row number of this one? This is 2 and this is so since this is we have only one record in this table, if you see the row number will be the one. So that's why we need to write it one and whatever the value CTE row number it will be 2 because we want to access this second record and third record. In base table second record will also come. 2 4 is there, sorry, 0 2 is there and 2 4 will come here. Likewise will come 4. So we'll prepare with this condition. I we have created the recursive number of columns should be equal to whatever the number of column we have created it here. We want to merge with the image dot should be uh row number plus here will combine characteristic from city to what is that here we need to fill so sorry not city to so you can see here boarded passenger. If you see carefully this will be the wrong but we this is the boarded whatever we are calculating where in previously I have explained you, list. So how many actual passenger and capacity. Just we are comparing like because actual passenger is 2 and capacity is 1. So this will be always wrong. Then how many member can go? Only one, no? So that's why we are taking the least here. So one will. So if you can take the reverse thing, 10 is the capacity or number of passengers 4, including the remaining one. Okay. The least you can take 4. Basically 4 people can go, no? And 1 like 3 plus 1 you can. So we need to create the remaining thing. We have created the okay, we have created the boarded people. But this one is not actual because we need to add it remaining people. We need to adjust it. Yes. So right now we need to calculate the remaining people. So to carefully think, actual is 2 and मैं से boarded कितने हुए 1. So remaining is 1. If you come here, 12 minus remaining. Okay. So you write this thing. 12 passenger this one because boarded we want the thing. So right now we are giving a 0 here because same number of columns should be there both the side. Let's see 1 you can see. Okay. So now if you think, so this is the actual row but we want the remaining passenger also. So what you can do, you can write plus C2 because we want this table of data, that's why we are giving a less. Okay, so we will get that boarded people. Okay, I remove, we will see boarded is 0. Okay, boarded is 0 because here we want this value as it is here. So we need to understand one thing here, how this previous value is coming here, because yeah, so in base table we have only one record. Okay. And if you come here, the row number is 1, but what we are like basically we are tweaking that value. We want this record, but actual table base record is like pointing to this one. but since we want from this original table, should we start from this one? So that's why we adding one more. So this record will pick from main table, but actual base table is pointing to this thing. Basically it has only one record, so that's why the previous record, this record, will come here using this. Yeah, this is the board date. Now we need to adjust this. Same thing, actual. So actual, how it will make whatever the actual and remaining, this will make it actual minus whatever the board date we yeah, board date 112, whatever that we wanted, we got that one. So now we just want bus ID and we want board date people as the bus ID. So as you can see, this we have as the test case. So now we will submit it. As you can see, successfully submit. So yeah, okay. I hope the tutorials helps you. Okay. If you have any question, let me know. Maybe you can write it in comment section. Okay, wrap it up. Bye bye.